Hello students, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. So in today's class we'll be doing a chapter assessment. That is we'll review the concepts we have learned and also we'll test our knowledge. Okay? First one is fill in the blanks. The fraction 9 4 by 11 can be expressed as an improper fraction as. Yes, we know that 9 4 by 11 is a mixed number. Yes, 9 4 by 11. We need to express is what? Express it in the form of an improper fraction. How can we do that? 11 nines are 99 plus 4 divided by 11. 99 plus 4 becomes 103 divided by 11. So 103 by 11 is our, what is it? It is our improper fraction. Okay. Moving on to the next question. The reciprocal of an improper fraction except 1 is a dash fraction. Now see, it's a very easy question. Just now we got 103 by 11 which is an improper fraction. What will its reciprocal be? 11 by 103. Yes, numerator becomes the denominator and denominator becomes the numerator. Now what is this? This is a proper fraction, right? Even in the starting class when we learned that improper fraction is the opposite of a proper fraction. It is the reciprocal. Here the numerator is the larger number, but when we found out the reciprocal of an improper fraction, the numerator became the smaller number, which is a proper fraction. In the same way, when we have a proper fraction, its reciprocal becomes an improper fraction. Clear, students? So what is the correct answer here? It is a proper fraction, reciprocal of an improper fraction except 1. Why are they saying except 1? When I take the fraction 1 by 1, which is equals to 1 only, right? Whenever we divide any number by 1, the answer is 1 only. So the answer is the same number itself. So 1 by 1 is nothing but 1. Now this is an improper fraction. Why? Why? Because if you remember the definition again, improper fraction is a fraction wherein the numerator is larger than or equal to. Yes, or equal to. Here the numerator and denominator are equal. So it is a improper fraction. Now when we find out the reciprocal of its reciprocal also becomes 1 by 1. Yes, writing this one here and this one here, its reciprocal also becomes a improper fraction 1 by 1 wherein both the numerator and denominator are equal. So it's specifically mentioned in the question that except 1, the reciprocal of all improper fractions becomes a proper fraction. Now the next question. 5 by 8 of 16 by 5 is dash of 3 by 9 of 18. We need to solve these two and then compare whether it is greater than, less than, greater than or equal to. 5 by 8 of 16 by 5. How do we do that? We multiply. Now 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are 16 and 5 ones are 5 gets cancelled. What are we left with? We are left simply with 2. Yes, students, we are simply left with 2 here. Now coming to this 3 by 9 of 18, that is nothing but 3 by 9 into 18. We know that 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9. Again 3 ones are 3, 3 6 are 18. Yes, 3 ones are 3 and 3 threes are 9 and again 3 ones are 3 and 3 6 are 18. Now what is the answer here? The answer is 6. Yes, the answer is 6. So we are having 2 here and we are having 6 here. What sign should we put? We should keep the less than sign. 2 is less than 6. So 5 by 8 of 16 by 5 is less than 3 by 9 of 18. Clear, students? Yes. Now 7 divided by 3 by 4 can be written as the product of dash and dash. 7 divided by 3 by 4. How do we do that? How do we divide a fraction? We write the first term as it is and then replace the division symbol with the multiplication symbol. And coming to the next fraction, which is our divisor, what do? We write the reciprocal. Yes, 3 by 4 becomes 4 by 3. Now if you look at this here, what is this? This is a multiplication, that is product. Product of what? 7 and 4 by 3, that is product of the first number and then the reciprocal of the fraction. So what will our answer becomes? can be written as product of 7 and reciprocal of 3 by 4, which is nothing but 4 by 3. 0 divided by any fraction is equal to dash. See, 0 divided by any fraction. Let us take 7 for example. 7 is 0 divided by 7. We know that 7 zeros are 0. When we subtract, the answer becomes 0 itself. So what quotient did we get? We got 0 as our answer. Yes, in the same way, when we divide any number with 0, the answer will be 0 itself. And what if we divide any number with 1? Dividing 0 with any number. Okay, here we are dividing any number with 1. So whenever we divide any number with 1, the answer will be the number itself. Yes, see. Dividing 7 with 1. 1 sevens are 7. When we subtract, the remainder is 0. So the answer is 7. Quotient is 7 itself. So whenever we are dividing 0 with any number, the answer will be 0 itself. And whenever we are dividing any number with 1, the answer will be the number itself. Clear, students? So what is our answer here? 0 divided by any fraction is equals to 0. Next, 14 by 15 into dash is equals to 1. Now see, we have learnt about this in our previous classes. When we multiply any number with a certain number, and when we multiply, what was the fraction here? 14 by 15. Yes, 14 by 15 multiplied by dash is equals to 1. That means here we need to find out the multiplicative inverse. Yes, we need to find out the multiplicative inverse. And we've learned that multiplicative inverse of a fraction is what? Yes, is its reciprocal. Now what is the reciprocal of 14 by 15? The reciprocal of 14 by 15 is 15 by 14. Yes, so the multiplicative inverse of 14 by 15 becomes 15 by 14. Now let us check whether the product is equal to 1 or not. 15 ones are 15 and 14 ones are 14. In the numerator we are having 1 into 1, and in the denominator as well it is nothing but 1 into 1. So the answer is 1 by 1. That is nothing but 1. Yes, students, don't get terrified that what is this multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse is nothing but the reciprocal we have learnt. Clear? So the answer is what? 15 by 14. 14 by 15 into 15 by 14 is equals to 1. If a number is greater than 1, then its reciprocal is dash 1. See, if a number is greater than 1, which number shall we take? Okay, let us take 8. Yes, we have this number. Now what is its reciprocal? We know that reciprocal is found out for a fraction. Now how to write this whole number in terms of a fraction? It is nothing but 8 by 1. Yes, 8 can be written as 8 by 1. Now what its reciprocal becomes? This is greater than 1. Yes, 8 by 1 is greater than 1. Now what is the reciprocal of this? The reciprocal becomes 1 by 8. 1 the denominator becomes the numerator, and 8 the numerator becomes our denominator. So reciprocal of 8 becomes 1 by 8. And is this less than or greater than or equal to 1? Obviously it is less than 1. Yes, what it is? It is less than 1. We are taking only one part out of 8 parts. Here we are having one full part here. Or else we learned, right, how to compare two fractions a by b and c by d. Let us compare. 1 into 1 becomes 1. 1 into 8 becomes 8. 1 is less than 8. So 1 by 8 is less than 1 by 1. So for any number which is greater than 1, its reciprocal is always less than 1. Reciprocal is what? Is less than 1. Now simplify 3 by 7 minus 1 by 4 into 4 by 7. Now again we are having a subtraction and also a multiplication symbol here. What to operate first? Remember the rule, BODMAS. Yes, in this multiplication comes before subtraction. So we'll operate multiplication first. 1 by 4 into 4 by 7. 4 and 4 get cancelled. So we'll be left with 3 by 7 minus 1 by 7. 1 into 1 is 1 divided by 1 into 7, 7. Yes, students. Now if you look at these two fractions, both are like fractions. So I am simply writing the denominator, and then as there is a negative subtraction sign, we need to subtract both the numerators. We need to subtract both the numerators. 3 minus 1 is 2 divided by 7. That is nothing but 2 by 7. Yes? What is the simplified answer? 2 by 7. Now how many fourths are there in 3? How many fourths are there in 3? Now this is 3. What does fourths mean? Fourth means 1/4, 2/4, 3/4 we'll say, right? This is 1/4, this is 2/4, this is 3/4. Yes. So how many fourths are there in 3? This is called as a fourth. So how do we find out how many fourths are there in 3? 3 we need to divide it by fourth. 3 divided by 1/4. What it is? 3 divided by 1/4. Let us say there are this is a very simple, what you say students, it is a very simple logic applied here. We are finding out how many fourths are there in the number 3. 3 divided by the fourth. Yes, 3 divided by the fourth. Now this is 3 divided by 1 by 4. Now here we are having the division symbol, so we'll change it with the multiplication, and reciprocal of 1 by 4 becomes 4 by 1. 3 fourths are 12. Yes, so there are 12 fourths in 3. How many? 12 fourths in 3. So the answer becomes 12. There are 12 fourths in 3. Now the last fill in the blank here. Aparna had 3/5 of a cake. She ate 2 by 3 of it. What fraction of her cake did she eat? See, what did she have? She had only 3 by 5 of a cake. There was a big cake of which she had only 3 by 5th part, and from that 3 by 5th she ate 2 by 3. She ate 2 by 3 of this 3 by 5. So what fraction did she eat? 3 by 5. 2 by 3 of 3 by 5. She ate 2 by 3 of 3 by 7. 3 by 5. How will we find out? We'll multiply. Yes, 2 by 3 into 3 by 5. 3 ones are 3 get cancelled. What are we left with? 2 ones are 2 and 1 fives are 5. So she ate 2 by 5th. From the fraction, what fraction of her cake did she eat? She ate 2 by 5 of the cake. Yes. Clear, students, till now? Moving on to some true or false questions. The product of two proper fractions is greater than or equal to 1. Now what are they saying? The product of two proper fractions. Let us take two proper fractions again. What are proper fractions? Proper fractions are those in which the numerator is less than the denominator. Yes. Now 1 by 6 is a proper fraction and 2 by 5 is another proper fraction. What is the product of this? 1 2s are 2 divided by 6 5s are 30, that is equals to nothing but 1 by 15. Yes, 2 1s are 2 and 2 15s are 30. Now 1 by 15 is our product, and 1 we have to compare it with 1. Now is this product less than or greater than or equal to 1? This product is less than 1. What is this? This product is less than 1. How can we say that? Simply if we apply some logic, suppose you are having one packet of biscuits, okay? This is one whole packet, and the other hand you are having one part of 15 parts. See, if there are 15 biscuits in the packet, you are having only one biscuit with you. So is one biscuit greater or one biscuit packet containing 15 biscuits is greater? Obviously the whole packet is greater. So 1 by 15 is less than 1. What did we conclude from this? The product of two proper fractions is less than 1. What are they saying here? The product of two proper fractions is greater than or equal to 1. Now what will this become? This will become false, because the product of two proper fractions is less than 1. Now the next question is 2 by 5 divided by 5 by 2 is equals to 1. 2 by 5 divided by 5 by 2. Now how to divide? First fraction will be written as it is, division replaced with the multiplication symbol, and 5 by 2 we take the reciprocal. Yes, so 2 2s are becomes 4 and 5 5s are becomes 25. Yes, 2 2s are 4 divided by 5 5s are 25. What is the division of 2 by 5 and 5 by 2? The answer is 4 by 25. But what is given here? We are given 1. So what it becomes? It also becomes a false statement. Moving on, 4 by 5 divided by 5 by 8 is equals to 5 by 4 into 5 by 8. Yes, there is a division symbol here. Between the two fractions, we have replaced it with a multiplication symbol. Okay, correct. But what did we learn, students? We learned that the divisor, we take the reciprocal of the divisor but not the dividend. Look at here, the reciprocal of 4 by 5, that is 5 by 4 is taken here. The divisor is written as it is. So again, what does this become? This becomes a false statement. What is the correct statement? Correct answer? 4 by 5 into 8 by 5. Yes, 4 by 5 into 8 by 5 is the correct one. 5 by 4 into 5 by 8 is our false answer. Moving on to question number 4. The figure represents 3 into 3 by 8. What are they saying? There are 3 by 8 parts here. Now let us check whether each circle here represents 3 by 8. See, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts in each circle. Yes, in each circle. And what are the shaded parts? 1, 2, 3. And here also 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this is 1 3 by 8, this is 3 by 8 and this is also 3 by 8. Yes, so this is correct. This is a correct statement to true. This figure represents 3 into 3 by 8. That is 3 by 8 plus 3 by 8 plus 3 by 8. That is nothing but 3 into 3 by 8. Yes, we are having 3 by 8s here. Just like if this was a ball, we are having 3 balls. In the same way, we are having 3 by 8s. Clear, students? Moving on to the last true or false. The reciprocal of 8 by 9 is minus 8 by 9. Is this true, students? No, this is false. Yes. What is the reciprocal of 8 by 9? The reciprocal of 8 by 9 becomes 9 by 8. So this minus 8 by 9 is our false statement. Clear? Moving on to some multiple choice questions. Which of the following products is not equal to 1? Now again, these multiple choice questions are given in your competitive exams, right? So whenever such questions are given, we always have, see, in this question we are having 4. Let us check how to solve this. We need to check each option whether their product is equal to 1 or not. Now 4 ones are 4, 5 ones are 5. So the product is 1, correct. This is a mixed fraction. Let it be. And then moving on to C, 2 ones are 2, cancel. And 3 and 13 remain the same. 13 by 3. What did we get? This product is not equal to 1. Yes, the product of option C is not equal to 1. So option C is the right answer. What would have happened if we had solved this? 7 ones are 7 plus 1 becomes 8. 8 by 7. 8 by 7 into 7 by 8. 7, 7, 8, 8 get cancelled. The product will be 1 itself. But what happens in competitive exams is we need to solve as many questions as possible correctly within a short period of time. So I simply skipped this option because it requires a calculation here, right? So I skipped this option and checked the option 3. It gave me the correct answer. So I need not even solve B and D here. Clear, students? Option C is our correct answer. Now, moving on to the next question. How much more is 1 by 2 of 2 by 3 than 3 by 4 of 1 by 3? How to solve this? First, let us convert this into, let us find out the products. 1 by 2 into 2 by 3. 2 get cancelled. We are remaining with 1 by 3. Now here 3 get cancelled. We are remaining with 1 by 4. What are they saying? How much more is, what is this product? 1 by 3. So we need to find out how much more is 1 by 3 than 1 by 4. Yes, how will we find out? If I ask you how much more is 7 than 5, what will you do? You will subtract and say 2. Yes, in the same way, we need to subtract both the fractions here. 1 by 3 minus 3 by 4. Sorry, 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4. Now again the denominators 3 and 4 do not have any common factors. So the LCM is simply their product. In the same way, cross multiply the numerators. 1 into 4 minus 1 into 3. That is nothing but 4 minus 3 by 12. The answer is what? 1 by 12. Yes students, the answer is option C, 1 by 12. The 1 by 2 of 2 by 3 is 1 by 12 more than 3 by 4 of 1 by 3. Clear students how to solve this question? First we multiplied, found out the products, and then we found out the difference. Yes? Moving on to the next question. Which of the following are not a pair of reciprocals? Now again, we know what are reciprocals, right? Let us check which of the following are not a pair of reciprocals. Now 3 by 8 and 16 by 6. If you look at this suddenly, you will say this is 3 by 8. The reciprocal should be 8 by 3. This is our wrong option. Then this is not a reciprocal. So option A becomes the right answer. But it is not true. Okay students, 16 by 6. Now try simplifying it. Okay, try simplifying it. If I divide both the numerator and denominator with 2, what will I be left with? 16 by 2, 16 divided by 2 is 8 and 6 divided by 2 is 3. What did I get? 8 by 3. Say 3 by 8, 8 by 3. Now are these two reciprocals? Yes, these are reciprocals. So this will not be our answer. Again I am having a mixed number here. What did I do? I will skip it for now. Now next 5, 1 by 5. We know that 5 is nothing but 5 by 1 and 1 by 5 is the reciprocal. So this is also not our answer. Option 7 by 9, 21 by 27. Yes, 7 by 9 and 21 by 27. If you are confused, again try to find out the equivalent fraction here. Divide it with 3. 3 sevens are 21 and 3 nines are 27. What is this? This is again 7 by 9. 7 by 9 comma 7 by 9. Are these a pair of reciprocals? No. So this will be our correct option. Okay students? Or else if you solve this here only, 3 2s are 6 and 6 plus 2 becomes 8. 8 by 3. So 3 by 8 comma 8 by 3. Both are a pair of reciprocals. Option A, B, C are a pair of reciprocals. So obviously option D is not a pair of reciprocal. Clear students? Yes. Moving on to question number 13. Let me clear the screen. Moving on to question number 13. A wire is 3 by 10 meters long. It is divided into 2 equal parts. The length of each part is dash. 3 by 10. What is this? This is the total length. What are we doing? We are dividing it into 2 parts. Yes, we are dividing it into 2 parts here. Why did I keep it in brackets? To say that this is the numerator. Okay, so that we won't get confused. 3 by 10 is the numerator and 2 is the denominator. We are dividing it into 2 equal parts. And what is the value of each part? How do we find out? We divide the given length with 2. Yes, 3 by 10 divided by 2. How will we write it? 3 by 10 into 1 by 2. Am I correct students? See, 2 is nothing but 2 by 1. Division replaced with multiplication. And 2 by 1 we take the reciprocal, that is 1 by 2. Now 3 ones are becomes 3 divided by 2 tens are becomes 20. What is our answer? It is 3 by 20 meters. Option B. How did we found out? We divided the total length of the wire by 2. Then we got that the length of each part is 3 by 20. I hope this was clear. Now moving on. Yes, look at the 14th question students. Now this is a very big expression here, right? So I have taken it. Let us take it on a slide and let us solve it. Okay. Now coming to the numerator, 1 by 2 divided by again 1 by 2 of 1 by 2. Yes. Now we know the BODMAS rule, right? What is it? Bracket of division. Yes, bracket of division. So what should we do first students? We should do the we should do the operation of off. Yes, brackets of division. So first comes off. So let us do the off part first in both the numerator and denominator. See, 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. What is off? Off is nothing but multiplication, right? Yes, off is nothing but multiplication. And next, what comes next? We have division and multiplication here. Yes, in the BODMAS, division comes before multiplication. So first we'll divide 1 by 2. How do we divide? Into 2 by 1. Yes, into 2 by 1, and then the remaining 1 by 2 written as it is. And when it comes to the denominator, students, in BODMAS, multiplication comes before addition. So we'll multiply first. 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. This 1 by 2 as it is. 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 becomes 1 by 4. Yes, 2 into 2 becomes 1 by 4. Coming to the numerator, 2 and 2 get cancelled. What we are remaining with? We are remaining with only 1 by 2. And coming to the denominator, the denominators of the fractions are 2 and 4. So the LCM of 2 and 4 becomes 4. Yes, you can check. The LCM of 2 and 4 becomes 4. So I'll take 4 as the denominator. And here numerator becomes 1 into 2 plus 1. Now this will be 1 by 2 divided by, yes, instead of this line I am writing divided by here. And 1 into 2 becomes 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1 is 3 divided by 4. Clear, students? How did we do? First we did the off part. We replaced off with multiplication. And then as division is before multiplication, first we divided. And then in the denominator, as multiplication comes before addition, we multiplied and then added the result. Yes. So what did we get here? 1 by 2 divided by 3 by 4. Okay. Wait a second. 1 by 2 divided by 3 by 4. Now, how do we do this? 1 by 2 as it is. Instead of the divisor, we write the multiplication symbol and reciprocal of the divisor. 3 by 4 becomes 4 by 3. We know that 2 ones are 2 and 2 twos are 4. What is remaining, students? 1 twos are 2 divided by 1 threes are 3. Clear? The value of this whole expression is 2 by 3. Now let us check our answers, options. Do we have 2 by 3 here? Yes, we have option A, 2 by 3. So option A is our correct answer. Clear, students? Now again moving on to the 15th question. It is a very big expression. So let us take it in a separate slide as well and solve. Yes, here we are having brackets. If you remember what we learnt about brackets, first solve the parenthesis, then curly, then square, right? So first we need to solve whatever is in the parenthesis. Now 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 2 becomes what? Division becomes multiplication, and 1 by 2 becomes 2 by 1. Yes. Now 2 and 2 get cancelled. We are remaining with only 1 here. Now I am taking like you see, I am taking few terms at once. Instead of writing the whole expression, I am taking only few terms at once. Now let us take the terms in the curly brackets. 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 2 plus, what did we get from parenthesis? 1. Now here we are having division, multiplication and addition. According to our BODMAS rule, division, multiplication and addition. First comes division. So first we will divide 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 written as it is. Now instead of division, multiplication, and instead of 1 by 2 it becomes 2 by 1 plus 1. Yes. Now here 2 and 2 get cancelled. Yes, students, 2 and 2 get cancelled. We are remaining with 1 by 2 plus 1. 1 by 2 from this and plus 1. Now 1 by 2 plus 1 becomes what? 1 plus 1 into 2 by 2. That is equals to 1 plus 2 by 2. That is equals to 3 by 2. Yes. Whatever we have solved in this curly brackets, the answer we got is 3 by 2. So 1 by 4 plus square brackets 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 divided by, what did we get? We got 2 by 3 from the curly brackets. Sorry, we got 3 by 2. I'm so sorry. We got 3 by 2 from the curly brackets. Now again inside these square brackets we are having division, multiplication and division. First we should divide. Yes. So the multiplication symbol becomes the division, and what students, we write the reciprocal of the divisor. 3 by 2 becomes 2 by 3. Now again 2 and 2 get cancelled. What are we remaining with? 1 by 4 plus 1 into 1 into 1 becomes 1 divided by 2 threes are 6. Yes, 1 by 4 plus 1 by 6. Now again when we take the LCM of 4 and 6, we know that 2 twos are 4 and 2 threes are 6. Again 2 ones are 2 and 3 as it is. Again 3 ones are 3. So the LCM is 2 twos are 4, 4 threes are 12. LCM is our 12. So let us take 12 here, and the numerator for 4 is 1. Now we know that 4 threes are 12, so we are multiplying 1 with 3. Coming to 6, the numerator is 1 and we know that 6 twos are 12. Yes, 1 into 3 plus 1 into 2 divided by 12. What do we get? 3 plus 2 by 12. Now what is 3 plus 2 by 12, students? 3 plus 2 is 5 divided by 12. Now let us check the answers. 5 by 12. Yes, option D we are having. Option D, 5 by 12. So 5 by 12 becomes our answer. Clear, student? That was all about multiple choice questions. Now let us take few multiplication problems and solve them. Yes, first one is 2 by 3 into 11. As we know, how do we do it? 2 into 11, 22 by 3. Yes, 2 into 11, 22 by 3. If you want, you can, as this is an improper fraction, we can further convert it into a mixed number. Yes, what will it be? 3 sevens are 21 plus 1 is the remainder. So 7 1 by 3 is our answer. Okay students, I am explaining this quite fast because already we have done all this multiplication and converting improper into mixed numbers a lot of times, right? So instead of lagging the class, I am completing it fastly. Now 4 by 9 into 15, we know that 3 threes are 9 and 3 fives are 15. What are we remaining with? 4 fives are 20 divided by 3. Now what will its mixed number be? 6 1 by 3. 6 2 by 3. Yes, 6 threes are 18 plus 2 becomes 20. So mixed number is 6 2 by 3. Now coming to question number 3 and question number 4. See, for question number 3, 1 5 by 11 into 12, 192 by 11 becomes our answer, and it converted into a mixed number becomes 17 5 by 11. Okay students, you try solving this and you should get these answers. Okay, in the improper fraction form it is 192 by 11, and when converted into a mixed number it becomes 17 5 by 11. Check your answers. Okay, and coming to the fourth question, 3 7 by 12 into 21, the answer becomes 301 by 4, or when converted into a mixed number it becomes 75 1 by 4. Okay, please try solving question number 3 and 4 and make sure that you get these two answers. Now let us divide few fractions. 20 into 1 by 5. How will we do 20 into 5? What will its answer become? 100. Yes. Now 8 divided by 2 1 by 3. It becomes what? 8 divided by, now 2 1 by 3 becomes 3 2s are 6 plus 1 7, 7 by 3. So 8 into 3 by 7. Yes, 8 into 3 by 7. It becomes 3 8s are 24 by 7, or in terms of an, what do you say, in terms of mixed number it becomes 3 by 7. 3 7s are 21 plus 3 becomes 24. So 3 by 7 becomes our answer here. Now coming to our last division question, 2 3 by 5 divided by 3 1 by 2. Again what should we do? Convert these two into improper numbers, and then the answer we get will be 26 by 35. Okay students, this will be our answer. Try solving question number 3. Moving on to the last question for today. Find the difference between 3 by 5 of 30 kilometers and 2 by 3 of 30 kilometers. As we have already discussed, of here in fractions means multiplication. So we have simply multiply 3 by 5 into 30 and then subtract it with 2 by 3 into 30. Yes, 5 6 are 30 and 3 tens are 30. So 3 into 6 minus 2 into 10. Now 3 6 are 18 minus 2 tens are 20. Now answer is what? The answer is minus 2 and the units given in the question is kilometers. So in the answer as well we'll put kilometers. Now why is this minus here? See, we've learnt in integers, right? When we are adding or subtracting two integers, the the result will take the sign of the highest integer. Now in 18 and 20, 20 is the highest number. It has a negative sign. So 2 is also having a negative sign. Clear, students? The difference between 3 by 5 of 30 kilometers and 2 by 3 of 30 kilometers is minus 2 kilometers. I hope this was clear. I hope the concept of fractions is very clear for you. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.